Hello, hello. It says we're live. I'm going to double check, make sure everything is good to go. And as soon as I do that, we will get started, I guess. Yep. Okay, cool. We're good. We're good. I always double check because the one time I didn't was actually for like an event, AWC, Author Tube Writing Conference. And it was the only time I never checked. And it was the one time I probably should have checked because I had technical difficulties. Anyways, hello, everyone. Welcome. If you're new here, my name is Skye. I'm a fantasy author who typically writes paranormal romance under the name SD Hegyes, and we're going to be doing some writing sprints. Usually the way this works is we do 4 25-minute sprints with some chit-chat in between. I usually put up writing prompts on the screen that you can use if you want to, but you don't have to. And yeah, alrighty. What is everyone working on today? I'm going to go ahead and check out the comments, see who all is here, what they're doing, and everything like that. See, we got JC is already with us. Hello. If I had to wager a guess, I am guessing that JC, use my psychic abilities that do not exist. JC is working on editing a video, a vlog probably, which I probably should be doing too, because it would be so much easier to not do 2 weeks worth of footage in a single day like I keep doing, because I'm not smart. Anyways, Angel is also here. Hello. Saying hi to everyone. Shishka, no one asked your opinion, phone. I'm going to silence that. Otherwise, it will get annoying. Okay. I have no idea what I'm going to do today. I know not tomorrow. Next Sunday, on the 22nd, I'm going to be joining, I think it's Margaret who's hosting it. There's a couple of us doing a planning stream, so I know that's what I'll be working on then. There's some things I need to do before the end of this year that need to prep for 2025, because we're very close to the end of the year. And last year, I didn't finish all my prep work before the start of the year. In fact, actually, I didn't finish all my prep work until the end of January. So I'm really hoping to get all my prep work finished before January starts this year, because I've got classes starting in January that I need to get a head start on. And then I've got other things going on, and I still want to make time for everything that I've got planned. So kind of need to get prepped for that. I think for the most part I am, but there's just a few larger tasks that are more time consuming that I've been working on off and on for the past couple weeks, and I'm still working on now. And I think that's what I'm going to work on tonight. So like tonight is all about like organizing files to make it easier to transfer from my computer to my tablet and back and forth, because I have been struggling with that lately. Let's see. I do have to set the music to the vlog. See, how did I know? How did I know? Now, do I have the vlog pulled up? Nope. But now that you said that, maybe I only said that because that's 90% of the time when you come on my streams, that's what you're working on. If there are other things that you want to be working on instead, I am not going to stop you. Because while I said what I plan on working on, which is all planning related stuff, am I actually going to work on that? Probably not. This is the last vlog. Oh, you don't vlog the last 2 weeks? Do you take like a hiatus for the last 2 weeks of December? I've been doing in November. This was how it started, because originally in November, what I wanted to do was like a monthly vlog, and I wasn't even done with like the first 2 weeks of footage, and I was like, it's an hour and a half long before editing, and even after editing it down, it was like 45 minutes. So I was like, yeah, not going to be a monthly vlog. I ended up splitting it into like 2 weeks. And I'm doing the same thing in December. I'm doing basically the 1st through the 15th, and then the 16th through whatever the last day of the month is, where if it's 30 or 31 days, or, February has 28. So that's what I'm trying to do for vlogs now, and what I plan to do moving forward. So that'll be easier-ish. But again, maybe I should stop, waiting until like the very last day to start editing footage. Angel just woke up, but I'll need to go soon, as I have to do a test. Good luck on your test. Is this for like a class or something? I'm out of curiosity. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. It's okay. But good luck on your test, which JC is also repeating and is playing a game. Nice. Okay. Yay. Yes, now there'll be videos from me, but no vlogs. Okay, cool. I will not pick up the camera to vlog again until the 6th of January. Ah, nice. I love it. I love that you're taking a vacation and you're focusing on you. I am here for it. Oh, ma'am, you had us all believing that you were doing like school or something, which 6th of January is actually when I'm starting my class. The 6th, is that a Monday? I think it is, because my anniversary is on the 4th, and I'm not doing anything before that because I am just too lazy to. Could I start earlier than that? Yeah, 6 is a Monday. So yeah, that's when my classes start too. JC, I was the same way. I thought she was talking about an exam test. We were all like, good luck on your test. And she's like, it's just for my sugar. Well, still good luck on your sugar test. Hopefully it's where it's supposed to be. Not too high, not too low. We're good to go there. So still good luck on your test. I'm just saying. Oh. So I wrote down a list of to-dos that I was supposed to do on the 9th. It literally says 9 December to-do list. I think what was that? That was on Monday, because Monday is my admin day. So I had this list of admin tasks. Usually the way I do Mondays is because I sleep Sunday night and then I work Monday night. I'm awake most of the day on Monday. So the way I usually do it is that's the day, like I have a friend that I'm like, hey, are you free? Do you want to do a work date where we both work on our own things, not live and just chit chat while we're doing separate tasks? And my plan was to do all these tasks during our work date, except for now it's the holidays. And she was like, I got to go shopping. And I'm like, fair. And I went back to bed. I did not get anything done. So, that one is done, but only because the due date was today. And nothing else on this has been done. So I'm going to be doing this. That's probably what I'm going to be working on. I don't know what I'm working on. I just named like 4 different things that I should be working on that need to get done. And yeah, I don't know what I'm going to work on. We'll figure it out during the sprint. Let's see. It's going to be 3 weeks with no vlogging. It's going to feel so weird. After this coming Wednesday, the 18th, I won't stream again until January 8th. Nice. I did set up my live streams for the rest of this year, and something tells me I'm going to regret it because I'm going to be like, I don't feel like streaming because it's the holidays and I just don't want to. But I do use it as like a body doubling thing, and I get more work done that I haven't been getting done otherwise, because let's face it, I haven't done shit all week. And the last time I actually did anything was during my last live stream. So maybe it's a good thing I set up the live streams. Haven't streamed yesterday on the 14th. My girl's a bit fussy. Aw. Hello, Dark. Haven't picked up a hook and yarn in 3 years, so now I'm crocheting a sweater. Ooh, writing a pattern as you go. Nice. I like it. Sleep is important, and I'm not knocking it. It's just that I'd already had like 10 hours of sleep, and then I slept most of the day on Monday, which made me a cranky bitch at work on Friday. So Monday, which means I guess it's a good thing I work by myself, because I was a cranky bitch to no people. It was just to myself kind of thing. But I'm one of those people that if I get too much sleep, I'm just not a good person to be around. I am an awful under the bridge troll, and I know this about myself. So sleeping was not a good thing for me in that case. So lovey. Aww. Get the least amount of work done on streams. Actually got more done when I get more done when I vlog. Yeah, nice. So with that being said, since you're not going to be vlogging, when you get more done when you vlog, does that mean you're going to be taking like a full hiatus? You're not going to be working on anything between now and when you start vlogging again? Like, is this an actual vacation, or are you planning on doing some stuff behind the scenes? Like, you have plans and hopefully you'll get them done since you don't have that accountability from the vlogging. Because let me tell you, now that I'm vlogging again, I'm getting less done. Very groggy if I oversleep. There's such a thing. Yes, there is definitely such a thing. I have a friend that I talk to on a daily basis, And he's like, you should get more sleep. And I'm like, dude, no. You've seen me when I get too much sleep. You know how much of a cranky person I am. Why do you keep encouraging this? And then I have to remember, he's the opposite. He needs more sleep than I do. Like, I am satisfied with anywhere from 5 to 8 hours of sleep, and that's good. 5 to 6 is the sweet spot for me. And he's the person that could sleep for 24 hours and still wake up and need more sleep. Bad sleep. Still going to be working on revisions because I really need to get them done by the end of December. I just have to cross my fingers that I can do. So with this hiatus, are you going to be joining in like the streams like you're now with the in the chat, or are you going to be staying like doing a social media YouTube cleanse? That's not the right word, but that's the word I'm going to go with, where you stay off of everything out of curiosity. Hi, Stephanie. I run best at 4 to 6 hours sleep, right? See? My bestie is a dude who needs 8 to 10. My husband needs a minimum of 10. Otherwise, he's a cranky bitch. Like, we are complete opposites in that way. And that's why I get cranky with him, because lately he's been like, yesterday / today is a perfect example. He had to work in the hospital today, which means he has to be up an hour earlier than normal. Why the fuck was this asshole still awake at 10:30 at night, knowing he had to be up at 3:30 to get up for work? I'm like, dude, you're going to get less than 4 hours of sleep. And that's if you zonk out the moment your head hits the pillow, which we both know is not going to happen. Maybe I'll record when I write, and only when I write, as my behind-the-scenes footage for my Patreon. Ooh, nice. That's a good idea. I like that. Yeah, I'll still be in the chat. It's nice. Not addicted enough to social media to need to take a social. Not me, just like 5 minutes before the stream scrolling through TikTok. No. I don't sleep more than 6 hours. I'm better than 5. Yep, see, 5. I'm telling you, 5 to 6 is that sweet spot. And I'm noticing in the comments, I'm seeing a trend here where all of the women are like 4 to 6, 4 to 8, blah, blah, blah. And anyone who's mentioned a man is like 8 to 10, 12, 16. Like, the hours are, it's very obvious who can get away with more sleep and who needs more sleep. All right, we are almost 15 minutes into this stream, and we have not started. Well, no, my timer says 12. Oh, I must have gotten started later. Anyways, we're going to do a sprint. We're going to do sprint. Let's see. Oops. Twitter was my last time suck social media, and I finally broke free with. I deleted my account. I don't even remember exactly why. I haven't used Twitter in years, and I was finally like, why do I still have an account with this company that seems to be getting a lot of hate lately? And I just deleted the account. I don't remember what the final straw was. I've always been that way. Other than when I was pregnant, never slept. Right? I think the only time I actually got 8 hours of sleep was when I was in school, elementary, middle, not high school. I got less sleep than that in high school because of all the exams that I had to study for and the homework we brought home. But hey, who's questioning that? Anyways, let's do a sprint. We got 25 minutes. Here's our first prompt for anyone who wants to write, doesn't know what they want to write about. Maybe it'll be some inspiration. And it says, I was supposed to get married today. As you can see from my dress and a lack of a groom, I did not. So we're going to do 25 minutes. Where's my timer? And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is time. Let me know how you did, what you did in the comments section. I was organizing files because I said that I was going to do that, and I actually did what I said I was going to do. I'm very proud of myself. Give myself a pet mark. Good job, Skye. All right, let's see. There was a bunch of comments that came through during that sprint. Let's see. I'm a hardcore. Wow, I really cannot talk today. Hardcore night owl. I used to stay up all night long. See, I did not become a night owl until college, and then I became a night owl. And I'm one of those weird people who can actually flip back and forth as long as I have a set schedule. Because like there are days that before I was working this night shift, like I was on the day shift, which meant I would wake up at like 3:30 in the morning. And I would be good all day long. So I'm one of those people who can flip flop back and forth just depending on what's going on. I just prefer the night shift. However, I'm pretty certain part of the reason I prefer the night shift is for two reasons. One, no people, or less people, I should say. And the second, no sun. And while I like daylight and I like all the things that come with daylight, I'm not a huge fan of heat. Well, I mean, being too hot. Let me rephrase that. I love heat. I love being warm. I love being cozy. I do not like being too hot though. And I think that's the reason I prefer night shift over like day shift. I can flip flop easily. Even in elementary school, I stayed up all night. Jesus, how did you even survive? Middle school and puberty growth spurts were the only time I slept that much. Ooh, me too. Hi, Rachel. You're probably already gone, but if you are still here, thank you for joining us, even if it's just for a little bit. Eva is here. Hello. Funny thing, apparently I don't have an appointment for sugar tests. Huh, okay. Interesting. I guess it's good. Good job, Skye. Had a nap earlier, so I'm awake, but I'm not working or writing. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I am organizing and planning for 2025 because I want to be finished with that before 2025 starts. I love early mornings so much. Having an emotional day, but I'm hating. Aww. Sorry to say it's not going as well for you, JC. But only if I'm well rested. I used to stay up all night long when my guy was 12 hours and did nights, but keeping the kiddo on a day schedule changed that. Things were so much easier when the kids were, like, actually, they're easier now. Let me rephrase that. But, like, when both me and my husband worked night shift, we actually loved it because the way we would do it is we both worked night shift. So my kids were staying with my parents at the time at night. And the way we worked the day shift was that he would sleep in the morning and I would be awake with the kids. This was before they were in school. And that was why I was like getting at. And then I would sleep in the afternoon when he woke up and took over, basically. And then we'd drive them to my parents' place. They would watch them overnight. And we'd both go to our separate jobs. I've considered taking a night position though, so I'd work with one vehicle and not take away family time, sleep during the day. Yes, exactly. That's what we did. That's what we're currently doing now. When we got one vehicle, the kids ride with my husband to work. There is a bus stop right across from where we work, so he drives them to work. There is an empty church chapel is the word I'm looking for at the hospital that's not used anymore. It's mainly used for storage, so the girls can take a nap until it's time for them to go hit the bus to go to school. And then I pick them up in the afternoon after I get up from my sleepy time. And that's when my day starts, basically. My day starts with picking them up from the bus stop. That's by our house. Let's see, I got another 4 rows done in this pattern. Nice. I might actually have a thing. It's funny that you mentioned that because I had to take off to go get like more drink, which I have now emptied already. And my kid's sitting in the chair in the living room and she's crocheting while watching random YouTube videos. So then I asked her what she was working on. Apparently she's working on a scarf. But she's crocheting. It's definitely time of year for you. Oh, yeah. Oh. Kat says it's time to work again. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to do another sprint. I've got reached the end of the comments that I have showing. So I started so I can know where I'm going to start up next time. Here is our next prompt. It says this is a bowler hat, not a cowboy hat. I know you're an idiot, but surely you know what a cowboy hat looks like, and this ain't it. So that's our prompt for anyone who wants to write but doesn't know what they want to write about. Maybe it'll inspire you. And we're going to go ahead and do another 25-minute sprint starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, those time. Let me know how you did, what you did in the comments. I was organizing some more files, and then I opened up Discord and was going through all the notifications for the different servers I'm in, because I haven't been on my computer since the last live stream, and so I've been pretty much ignoring everything. Which is bad, because it turns out I got an email that I need to reply to, a couple emails that I need to reply to in the next couple of days, so that's fun. Let's see. The channel used to be all crochet, yarn related stuff. My life doesn't leave time for that now. I feel that. I used to do a lot of, it's called Project Life. It's basically build a scrapbook, because with Project Life they sold all of these little photo cards and stuff that were like different colors and phrases and stuff like that, and then the pockets that they sold were like already divided for like the 4x6s or the 2x3s or whatever. Like they already had the pockets in them so you could divide the pictures up, and that's how I was doing like scrapbooking for years, was that. And I no longer do that kind of stuff. I mean, I do. I have 3 or 4 boxes full of pictures that I still need to shove into my books. I just haven't sat around to do it. Mostly because the table I want to use is covered in stuff. Like, it has become a catch-all for everything. So, hi, Paulina. Currently reading The Berry Pickers. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look that book up. Welcome, welcome. Paulina got 15 pages read. Nice. Eva just chatted a pal, turned on flute music, which has been my vibe. Ooh, I like it. What kind of flute music? Like regular flute music? So I don't know if anyone remembers this, but like growing up for me, Walmart had these little stations where they sold CDs, and you could press the buttons to listen to the music, and they were all these like instrumentals or like ocean waves or rainforests. I got a couple of the rainforest ocean wave ones when my kids were little, so that they could have music to go to sleep to. But like one of my favorites was like Native American flutes. And there was like, I had like all 4 albums of these Native American flutes, and I would put them on. I had one of those 5-disc changers, so it would play between the 5 CDs. It was amazing. I missed those stations that they had, because I need more of that in my life. I'm just saying. Now we've got all these streaming services and no CDs. Records have made a comeback, though, which is kind of cool. I think I'll read since work sounds wrong for me at the moment. Nothing wrong with that. Also, I got another planner. Ooh! I was at Barnes & Noble yesterday, and do you know how hard it was not to get a new planner? It was extremely difficult. I'm just saying. I looked through all the pretty notebooks, and I was just like, oh, I want that one, and I want that one, and I want that one. I will never, ever use them, so I do not need them. And it was much easier to walk away when I said that fact. What kind of planner did you get, by the way? I just need to know. Dark is off work tomorrow. First day in 3 weeks. Wanted to write tonight, but I'm feeling the more meditative. Yay. Do it. I'm here for it. Native flute music, but I'm not vetting the authenticity. Nothing wrong with that. It's native. Daughter has an appointment today, plus she's already 1 month old. Yay! Babies! Have so many listy questions. Yes, I had the Celtic one or Celtic one. Is it Celtic or Celtic? Because I always thought like the sports team was called Celtic, and I just learned like the other day that I'm wrong and that the sports team is pronounced Celtic. So now I'm questioning, is it pronounced Celtic or is it pronounced Celtic? Like, I need to know this, because I have no clue. And maybe I've gone my entire life pronouncing it wrong. I just... Sounds cozy. I agree. Sounds cozy and relaxing. And you definitely need to like refill. Is anyone else in the chat participating in I think it's called Kasumathon that Cordy is doing? Because that's one of the things I was doing during this last break, is that I was going through and adding in all of the books I have listened to on audiobook recently. I'm pausing that timer for now. And what I mean by that is I've been Amazon had this like deal, I guess, where they were putting out a bunch of Audible originals, and they were all short, so they were like an hour, 2 hours. I think my longest one is 5 hours long. So I've for the past like 3 days at work, I have listened to like 15 books because they were all like an hour to 2 hours long each. And I was adding all of those books to my consumathon charts. So I'm just curious, is anyone else participating in that? Let me know. I'm curious. Shrey Babe, I agree. Don't really use them either, but I'm going to use this one. If I already accepted, I'll make it pretty and then forget about it. You did not miss the whole break. We're still on break. We're good. Celtic, hard like a K, but Boston Celtic. Okay, because America. Yeah, that makes sense. Totally makes sense. And to be fair, I always pronounced the Boston Celtics like Celtics as well. And that's the reason I was so confused when I heard that that's not the way it's said. I was just like, have I been saying it wrong my entire life? No, I haven't. Cool. That's good to know. I said I'm going to use this one. I'm going to fill it up with plans. I know I will change because my brain revolts from plans. So on my launch stream for Puck's Choice, Stephanie was my guest, and she came on and was talking about the fact that she got one of these like full year laminated planners to hang on her wall. And I keep looking back at that, even though this is what I bought. This was my solution. I bought 2 wall calendars because what I wanted to do, I can't even show them. Hold on. Okay. So, because what I wanted to do is I wanted to use one for like, this is what I plan to do. And then the other one was going to be, this is what I actually did kind of thing. And now that I've set them up, first of all, I really hate writing on laminated paper. I have always known this about myself, but apparently I keep forgetting because what did I do? I bought 2 calendars with laminated paper because I am intelligent that way. So now that I'm looking at it, one of the things I said to her on the live stream, which was the whole reason I said that, is because she mentioned that it was like a dry erase. And I have a tendency that as I'm writing stuff, I accidentally, because I braced my arm against the whiteboards, I accidentally erase stuff I've already written. So I was like, you know what I would do with that is that I would use my Post-it notes, and I will like put my Post-it notes on it versus trying to write on it with dry erase. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I want a full year calendar to do exactly what I suggested to her. I was like, I kind of want this full length calendar, and just like, screw these wall calendars that I bought and already wrote in. Let's just start over again with new calendars. No one's gonna care except me. Okay, sound okay, cool. I now have to have lo-fi going when I'm reading. It even made my top songs and genres in Spotify wrap up. So I've been watching everyone post their Spotify wrap ups, and it's been so amusing to me because I do not listen to Spotify. I have an account with Amazon. Hello? Oh, I didn't realize you were still outside. I thought you had come back inside already. So I was like, is Jester at the door? And then I saw her at the couch or chair. I was so cute. You confused me. Love you. Bye. But I have an account with Amazon Music, so I use the Amazon Music. I have 3,000 songs saved to my Amazon Music. we're not gonna get into that. But yeah, I love seeing everyone's Spotify wrapped up list because I'm like, some of them are highly amusing, and I'm just like, My husband is listening to Brandon Sanderson's newest release. I have yet to read a Brandon Sanderson book. I am scared to. Those things are chonkers. I struggle to get through a 300-page book. And you want me to read one that's over 1,000 pages? No. I don't want to. I'm not, but I hadn't heard of it until after it began. Perhaps another time. Oh, the Consumathon. Okay. Haven't heard of Consumathon, but I'm interested. Let me find her channel. She's been doing lots of live streams lately for Consumathon. I'll just drop the link where she introduces it. If I can type. My Bluetooth went to sleep. There we go. I think I wrote that right. Consumathon. That's not right, apparently, because nothing's popping up. Okay. I'll find it on the break. I know I can get it. It's just I'm going to have to go to our channel and search through all the most recent videos. I'm subscribed to too many channels. I can't find the one I want. PQ. There we go. Q. Courtney. She is the only Q I am subscribed to. Playlists. I think she has a playlist for Litmus Creathon. Okay, here we go. I will just send this. This not the right one. That's Create-a-thon, not Consume-a-thon. I want Consume-a-thon. All right. Apparently, there's no channel for the Consume-a-thon. Playlist. Where did she talk about it? There it is. Found it. Ha! Just kidding. Just kidding. Found it. Cool. All right. Let me put that in the comment section real quick. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. I'm team books. Nice. I knew that I was going to read so many books and I knew a lot of people were going to read books, so I did not join team books. I wanted to make more time for watching movies and TV shows and stuff, so I joined team media. Guess what I haven't done this month? I've watched one episode of one TV show and one movie. That's it. That's all I've watched so far. Oops. You just remind me that I need to finish the audiobook I started in January. If I go longer than 3 months without reading a book, I just call it a DNF. And I have two versions of DNF. I have DNF, which stands for do not finish. This is for me personally. I have do not finish or did not finish, meaning that it's probably either that because I'm a mood reader, I either stopped reading it because another thing came out that caught my attention and I just never went back to it, or I'm not in the mood to read that genre right now. Like I've switched genres and I'm just like, no, we can't do this. And then I have DNR. And I totally got this from another video where someone had commented on a previous video, and then there was a reply to that, and they were doing a comedy skit based on the typo being DNR, and I just ran with that. So for me, in the meme, DNR stood for do not resuscitate, and for me personally, it stands for do not read, meaning I will never pick that book up again at all. Whereas the do not finish it's what I'm interested in reading. I'm just not in the mood to read it currently. And that's especially true for I go through phases where sometimes I can read horror books, and then once I'm out of that phase, I cannot touch another horror book until I'm in that phase again. And so I might get halfway through a horror book and have to stop it for right now, but it is one I'm interested in finishing, so I'll put it on my did not finish list, not my do not read list. So I'm not judging you. I just, me personally, if I had an audiobook that I haven't finished by December, the chances of me finishing it are slim to none. That's what I decided. This one will be what I plan for 2025 to look at later, because every year I just changed. I make all these plans. I write all these things down that I want to do, and then I never look at that list again, ever. And that's why I wanted the 2 wall calendars to hang beside each other, so I could see what I was actually planning to do, and then I could write down what I actually did. I have Sharpie pens, but they keep smearing. Start over with new calendars. That's exactly what I'm doing. Dua Lipa Zudini? I like it. Doesn't listen to audiobooks on any speed but normal. Ooh. I read at 1.3 speed according to Audible. If you read 3 or 4 300-page books, aren't you? Technically, yes, but there's different plot lines, and I think that's what gets to me, is that the 1,000-page book is all the same plot line, whereas 3 to 4 300-page books are different plot lines. Like, it makes sense in my head. Okay. I don't get it. It's the attention span thing, I think. I mean, I just told you that I read like across like 3 or 4 days, I've read 15 audiobooks that were all like an hour to 5 hours each. So that should tell you all you need to know about me right there. He's read all of them from Kickstarter. That's nice. I did not learn about the Brandon Sanderson Kickstarter until like 3 days before it was ending. And I just there was no way. I will say this. I have only supported 3 Kickstarters. And they are all 3 completely separate entities. None of them are even remotely related. I mean, I guess they are kind of. They're not related to each other. No, not really. So I'm very proud of myself. All within the past like 6 months. I try to stay off Kickstarter. There's too many Kickstarters that I want to support that I just can't. But they can take all my money from me because I want to support all of them. But I can't. Sitting through a sitcom versus a 12-hour miniseries, right? I am a huge fan of miniseries, which I think Netflix calls limited series, because they give you a definite end. I am so tired of watching shows that are labeled as like 1 season, 2 seasons, and then you come to find out the season ends on a cliffhanger, and then they canceled the show, so that's literally where it ends, is on that cliffhanger, and you get no resolution. I'm so tired of that. I love reading middle grade. Yeah, see? I listen to things on normal speed. You guys are crazy. He's listening to Wheel of Time. I finally got the last Wheel of Time book, and I'm going to start that series. I'm going to do like a marathon where I really listen to all 13, 12 or 13. I think there's 13. So, JC, you were saying about listening to reading a 1,000-page book. I mean, the Wheel of Time is a chunky book too. So we're going to see how long I can make this last. But a book today for its edges. I've decided I'm going to buy sprayed edges books intentionally, but ones I will read only. Okay, that makes sense. My daughter and I were oohing and ahhing over the painted edges of various books, because when we were at Barnes & Noble yesterday, they had a display table, and some of them had some very pretty sprayed edges. I'm not going to lie. Now notice how many shows I watch. I have 65 points purely from TV shows. Nice. I only used audiobooks for school to get through them faster when I didn't want to read them. My brain just doesn't. Fair. I don't believe in DNFing a book. The book isn't bad. It's just that I really hate audiobooks. The library didn't have it in physical form, and I can't buy it right now. What's the book, out of curiosity? Just because I'm curious. I DNF books like that too. Just sitting it down, not wanting to read it, but me again. Yeah, see? There, I added a new book. I don't add books to the DNR list often, the do not read. I think this year alone, I've only added like 3 of those kinds of books to the DNR list. Most of them have been added to the DNF list because I've just not finished them, and I'm not in the mood to finish them now. And I probably won't before the end of the year. Audiobooks do not help me get through anything faster. I think the only reason I get through audiobooks faster is because of the fact that I'm listening to them at work. I made a bullet list of 10 things and used them on my desk. Ooh, that's a nice idea. And how well did that work for you? Did that help putting it as a desktop image on your PC for 2024? Oh, you did that immersive reading stuff. Had to read the text with the audiobook playing to get through the book in 3 hours. Require reads. I cannot do the immersive reading. My daughter does that. She got the audiobook for the Percy Jackson series, and she was sitting there on the chair listening to it with her headphones while reading the book. And I'm like, I can't, because I listen at a slower pace and my eyes read faster, and then my eyes also skim. So I have to go back and reread the same thing, and it's just, my brain cannot compute. Try to avoid that getting false. Final book is what I got my husband is what got my nice. Both? Probably both. Shatter Me. Okay. I spent like 5 folded. Oh, I love that. I wish I'd gotten a picture of the display table. And my husband and I are going to Barnes & Noble. We've got a couple of different stores we're going to go to next weekend for final Christmas shopping. And I'm pretty certain Barnes & Noble is going to be one of them. So I'm hoping to get some video clips. It was way too busy last time we were there for me to get any video clips. But I'm hoping I can get at least video clips if they still have the table set up of the sprayed edges. Because some of them were just gorgeous. 101 essays to change the way you think. Ooh, I'm going to have to look that up. I have to get that. Books are staring at me right now saying, when will you finish me? Do so one day. They are paused until I'm in the mood to pick them up again. I had to. Okay, so there was a book I was really interested in reading. I thought I was really interested in reading. I did like the premise of it. However, I forgot myself. And when I say that I forgot myself, I mean the fact that there are things that I just cannot read. I guess you could call them triggers, but at the same time, it's not that it triggers me in like a traumatic way because it's like I can't handle it. It's more that I will go on a raging rampage, and it's not good for anyone involved. And the book was called Girls Who Walk Through Fire, I think is what it's called. I think it was called The Girls Who Walk Through Fire. 4 Girls Who Walk Through Fire by Kim DeRose. And it's a good book. Not going to lie about that. However, the whole premise of the book is that it's about these girls who are part of a group therapy session where they talk about the fact that they've all been SA'd. And they're trying to get through that. And one of the girls has been going through a court process. And her attacker has been released. And it's basically one of those, you're going to ruin his reputation kind of things. So they release him. And these girls decide to form a coven and do some magic, which was part of the premise that got to me, that I was like, ooh, I'm give me some witchy revenge. I'm here for the witchy revenge. Except for then it went into some of the details of the different attacks, and I was just like, nope, I had to nope out of that. So good book, lovely premise, writing was fantastic, but I was not in a headspace, and I don't think I will ever be in a headspace where I could tackle that book. So that's kind of the things that make me DNR a book is that kind of stuff. Book 1 of a series, hoping all the edges. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I have to have matching books. So if one's got the pretty edges, they all have to have the pretty edges. Kept reminding me, and I think I nailed about 70% of it. So yes, loved it. Nice. You gave me a link. I'm gonna have to click on that. Ha ha ha. Since mid-September, when I was 7 months pregnant and had a block, until today, I read almost 90 ebooks on my Kindle. Been there, done that. Hated the immersive reading. Had to get the information. Okay. Excuse me. Didn't miss school deadlines even when I waited to the final day to read the book. Oof. I can't do that. That is a hefty book. Sounds like one where you're taking your time with it. It's ideal. Yeah. Hello, Stephanie. Welcome back. I just read Shatter Me yesterday. I've read like 3 books all year. Margaret just had a new book come out recently, right? Like, I'm not going crazy. I feel like a couple people have had new releases, but I haven't been on YouTube because I'm on an audiobook kick right now, so I haven't been on YouTube for the past couple weeks. So, like, I don't know who else had a release, but I know, like, several people have had a release this month. If I had in physical form, I would have finished it by now, but it's because it's on audiobook. Oh, that sucks. Let's see. Where did I see a linky link? Wrong thing. Stop it. Linky link. There we go. That way I can look at that on the next sprint. We're going to do a sprint soon. I'm going to get through the last of these comments real quick. Literally didn't have nothing to do. I read it in a day. Definitely going to read more of the series. My 14-year-old boy and 12-year-old boy. 14 girl, 12 boy. Cannot read, apparently. Both liked it too. Nice. Sounded really good. Yes, Steve, right? It's been in the house for over a year. I finally read it. They read it first. Yeah, it was just a very heavy read, and it was just not one that I could be. I cannot. Others with bright edges were too romantic or heavy action fantasy. Not opposed, just not in my mood right now. Yep. Husband recommended to me. All the ebooks were series that I read, and they were all smexy, spicy ones. Nice. And Orla Rafferty is the book you're reading. Nice. Okay. All right. I have got. Margaret's fantastic historical. I read that as fantasy historic, and I was just like, ooh, historical writer fits the genre. I go back and forth with the historical stuff, but I will definitely check it out and see if it's my flavor of the week. And with that, we have made it to the last comment. I'm going to go ahead and put up another sprint. So here we go. This is our third sprint for the night, and the prompt, if you want to use it, you don't have to if you don't want to. But it's there if you need it. It says, how are you not drowning in that sea of plushies you have on your bed? Is there even a bed there? All right. We're going to do 25 minutes on the clock, starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. It's time, everyone. Let me know what you did, how you did in the comments. Let's see. Alrighty. I ended up finishing up organizing all my current works in progress that I already have started. I'm not quite done with it. There is a few files that I have to locate and put on and add into the organization, but we're getting there. And I am ready to be done with it, honestly. And then I can mark it off my list as having been done. And then I'll probably have 3 other major big projects that I need to do before the start of the year. Let's go. I ask this question to my sister all the time. And then I posted the links to Consumathon and to that book that I DNF'd but might be good for someone else. And I only DNF'd it because it was just I cannot wrap my head around the good headspace for that one at the moment, just because of the subjects that were involved. Hello, Misty Kate. Welcome. Thank you. Everyone's saying hi. Misty Kate says, sounds like there's been some good book recommendations. Scrolling back. Yes, definitely was. Definitely has been. Alrighty. Oh, I had to get up and walk around at one point, which is why my camera stayed off the rest of the time, because I'm getting tired. We're going to do one more sprint, and then I'm going to hop off so I can go to bed, because I can't be falling asleep during these sprints. The key sound started me a little. I said the music to my vlog, and I was like, wait, this song doesn't have a key sound to it. Wait a minute. I'm here for it, though. I love it. Oh, where is my list of things to do still? I don't know. My to-do list is different from that list that I was talking about with the preparation list. And I really think there's only a couple other things added to it. I know one of them is that I got to back up everything to Google Drive and Dropbox and all that fun jazz. So I haven't done that yet. Not quite certain what else I have to do today. I read only a few pages before I started looking again at the map of NYC in anxious preparation for my trip in January. Ooh! How long are you going for? It's a long one. Nothing wrong with that. We love a good long vlog. I have not even finished watching all the vlogs that were posted in November. I think December 1st, I stopped watching YouTube and went strictly to audiobooks for a little bit. I'm on an audiobook kick, only because I'm trying to finish up a reading challenge by the end of the year. And of course, none of the books I've been listening to on audiobook have anything to do with that. They've all been, for the most part, holiday ones, honestly, because it's the holidays and I want to read/listen to audiobooks. So I've been doing a lot of that because now is the only time I do that. So that's cool. 10 days. Awesome. Congrats. I hope you have an excellent trip. No reason to be anxious. Share the sentiment with JC. Nice. But I know what you mean though, because I'm going back to North Carolina in October of next year. Late October, beginning of November, because my sister is getting married on November 1st. And so the closer I'm prepping as much as possible throughout the year, but I know that I'll be in the same boat a few days before we go, is that I will be a nervous wreck. Because my brain's going to be what if this happens? What if this happens? What if we can't do this? XYZ. Especially since it's not just me traveling, it's me and my husband, the 2 kids, and our 3 dogs. So ugh. And we're driving because I can't do planes. Thank you. It's cold. That has me anxious. I live in San Diego, so I'm not very prepared. Oof. I feel that. Oops. There we go. All right. I paused the kitty cat so I can get through the last of these comments real quick. Fussy girl is up. Hopefully, she doesn't stay fussy for very long. I'm just saying. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, they've been together 6 years, 7 years. And it's super exciting because this is the sister that was always like, I will never get married. And like it's we love our brother-in-law, and I already call him my brother-in-law because like I said, she's been with him for a while. But it's hilarious to me that she has changed her mind about that. It's the only thing she's changed her mind about, because she was very adamant, I will never get married, I will never have kids, kind of thing. And they are not going to have kids. That was one thing they did agree on. I was like, okay, cool. Now don't blame them. If you don't want kids, don't have kids. I'm just saying. But I do think it's hilarious that she was all of I will never get married, and now she's getting married, and me and my other sister are like, you liar. We're having a lot of fun teasing her about that. Not in a terrible way though. Oh, I like to say the map around where I'm going, marking places where I'd like to go. I have like 4 friends that while we're in town, we're all making plans. Like, hey, I'm like, okay, this day, and this day are blocked out because that is wedding prep, wedding, post-wedding prep, post-wedding. So like, I cannot do anything those 3 days, but I'm only in town for like a week. When are we hanging out? Like, I'm already planning things with like 4 other friends, and so is my husband. So like, I feel it. And we're talking about all these things that we want to do, which we probably won't do because we'll probably just be like, hi, and have lunch together, kind of thing. Congrats to her. Thank you. Yeah, I'm super excited to see what they have planned. She's been teasing us with different wedding preparations for like the past year since they got engaged, and it's hilarious. And I'm loving it. So I can't wait. Being the right person. Yes, exactly. Very true again. There's benefits to marriage financially. That is actually part of the reason they are getting married, not gonna lie. Because like they had planned, they've been living together for 3+ years. They bought a house together. Like I think the financial and like insurance related reasons are the reasons they're actually making it official, because they were definitely going, they had both planned on being the kind of couple that were together without ever getting married. But I think those benefits are the reason they're actually making it official. But I could be wrong about that. I'm glad she was just hungry, and that's the reason she was fussy. She found the right person for the journey. Yes. I hope you do too, Dark. That would be awesome. She didn't lie. She just hadn't met the same right person. Yes. Agreed. Growing babes. Like cuddles. She's sleeping well overall. Does actually better than. Nice. I'm happy about that. That's awesome. Happy fed babies. Yes. Fed baby is best. Fed baby is best. All right. I think. That's what babies do. They eat, they sleep, they poop. That's a baby. That's the entire job. That's their job as baby. And growing too. All right, I have made it to the end. We have one more sprint left, so I'm gonna go ahead and get us set up for that because I am getting sleepy. It is after midnight for me, and I've got an early morning. So here is our last prompt for tonight, and it says, "It's time to let her go. I think the next dance belongs to me." So if you want to use it for your writing, you can. If you don't, that's fine too. Not going to make you do it either way. Here we go. We're going to start in 3. Whoops, wrong thing. Hold on. I opened up something else other than the timer. So here we go. 3, 2. Can I click on things? 2, 1. Let's go. Apparently, I was having difficulty. Sorry about that. All right, everyone, that is time. Let me know how you did what you did in the comments. And I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing that screen because we are done for the evening. That was our last sprint. I can't handle anymore. I keep falling asleep. And I'm like doing very long blinks. So it is time for me to go to bed. Like I can't anymore. I have been trying. I can't. I finished up what I wanted to work on tonight for the most part. There's some loose ends that I need to tie up, but I'm happy with what I got done considering. So, but I've hit that point where I can't even concentrate anymore. So it is time for me to go to bed. All right, let's see. That's what I do too. Hello, Heather. You are just in time for us to finish up our final sprint and, log off for the evening. Eva, thanks for the sprints in chat. Vanished before this one. If you're still here, thank you for joining us today. If you're not, oh, well, I'm still going to thank you for joining us, even if you're not here. So, some hellos. Pauline is also dipping out. No, I do not blame you. I'm getting ready to do the same thing. I'm going to dip out on all of y'all. I got a 4-H meeting tomorrow, which is a potluck and a gift exchange. So I have to get up and cook some pasta salad and take the girls early so we can get gifts that we haven't gotten yet because we spaced that when we were out and shopping yesterday. So tomorrow's going to be a fun night. I'm off to my daughter's appointment. I hope your appointment goes well. Her appointment goes well. Have a good night. Heather's saying good night. Filming the 2025 reading plans video. Ooh, I have not done any plans videos, mostly because I'm working on some wrap-up videos for the rest of the year, basically. Can't wait to see it. Same. I'll get started on YouTube videos again soonish. Dark got half a sweater panel crocheted. Nice. Congratulations. And JC finished setting music to the video. Went back to watching another video. Nice. Mr. K saying get some good night's rest. Good night's rest. Thank you for the stream. You're welcome. Always. I've got my next 2 streams already set up. I have not started setting up for next year, but I do have thumbnails created, so halfway there. Yeah, I have to attend an Xmas thing in 10 hours, so I feel you on that. That's why I've now reached the end of the comments, so I am going to wrap up here. Thank you all for joining me tonight. It's been lovely as always. And yeah, if you are new to my channel, my name is Skye. I am a fantasy author who typically writes paranormal romance under the name SD Hegyes. I had a release come out this month called Puck's Choice, which is a new adult paranormal romance about modern day witches and familiars. And I will be back to stream next Saturday evening at 10 p.m. Mountain Time, which is midnight Eastern Time on the next day, Sunday. And I do not have any more videos coming out this year because I am starting to plan all my videos for next year. The only videos you'll be seeing is vlog clips. So yeah, join me tomorrow. If I am awake and moving and up, I will be on Breaking the Block, which is over on Sam Wicker's channel. Otherwise, yeah. Have a good night, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Bye. I pressed the button.